is the Potensic F183DH first person view here. As you can see, they have the H here, but on the website they kind of eliminate that and they call it the D. I don't know if that's to distinguish this is the red one. Well, you can see they actually have a black one too. They're both the same quadcopter, just different colors. So this is the DH first person view. So let's open this up, see what we got in here. So you can see we got the controller. It's got these styrofoams on here so they don't get damaged. It's a nice gold color. Never seen one like that. Normally black. That looks really nice. You have the quadcopter itself. I really like these propellers. They're not like normal ones. These are almost like a, I don't know, like an S shape. I don't know if that gives it better lift or makes it go better. I don't know. We'll have to try that out. Then you got your prop guards. Those just stick on there. They already have a screw in them, so they just screw in there. You have the landing gear. These also have a screw in there. That's kind of nice. You don't have to dig through those. That just fits on there. See, it comes with an extra battery, so there's probably already a battery in here. Yes, there's already a battery in there. So you get two batteries. Comes with a small little screwdriver to put these on. Comes with a mini SD card reader. Comes with the charger, two chargers, one for the drone and the batteries, and one for the FPV screen. It's also got a couple extra gears. I guess that's one of the problem spots with this and the motors maybe. So if those go out, you have a couple spares. Now you gotta watch this underneath here when you take this out, so don't do this without a table. This should be the screen for this. So you got the screen and the antenna. The antenna just screws on the top here. On the side, you had the on and off button to power this on, and then you can also change the or this is for the charge. So this is where you plug the charger in. So let's see if you open this up. Yeah, see how that just pops right open? There is a protective screen on here that you need to peel off there so you get a better view. This should also pull off here if you need to. This should be ready to fly, so this should have power. Let's check this out. Yeah, see there's power. Actually it says it's full. That's good. This is supposed to be flying right out of the box, so that's great. This also comes with a camera, with a 2 megapixel camera, which just snaps on the bottom here. This lens on here does move just a little bit up and down, so if you think it's too high, maybe you're getting the propellers in the shot, or it's too low and it's shooting at the ground when you're flying it more, you can adjust that. This just slides on and off here, so you can actually, and just plugs in, so you can take this off and fly without it, but then you wouldn't be able to use your nice screen. Because this screen will see whatever this camera sees, so you're getting that first person view, which is really nice. It's kind of sweet. So once you put all this together, you got the on and off switch here. As you can see, there's power. Most drones are like a car, where the white is in front, red's in back. So that's just like a car. So this is like brake lights, headlights. So when you're flying this, you know which way is which. Because unless you're in headless mode, if you turn this, it's going to fly the opposite way when you turn the sticks. You got to remember that. So looking at the controller, transmitter here, looks like a lot of stuff is already labeled. That's really nice. So you have your video button here. So when you get up in the air and you push this on, it'll start recording video. It's got your photographs here, so you can push this 1 or 2 times. You know, every time you push it, you'll get a picture. Your function button and switch over. So this is like to start the blades. And then you got return, which is like return to home. This is your speed button. So you basically push it and turn it. Will switch between 0 to 100. So that's if you want to go faster. This thing's really fast. So it really starts pitching and all in really well when you're at high speeds. So you got to be a little careful with that. You also have these other buttons on here. These are to trim it. So if you don't know what trim is, when you go to take off, if this is already moving one way or another, instead of just sitting there, you can trim these and turn whichever way you need to go, whether it's forward or backwards, or if it's going up or down, or if it's rotating, or if it's going side to side. You kind of move it the opposite way. So if it's going this way, you move this the other way until it stops going that way. So this is really nice. Runs off this is the power button here. It's got an LED light there. It's got looks like it runs off of 4 AA batteries that you need to supply because they don't come with it. So ready to fly, but you need to still have those or it doesn't work. A lot of people have problems figuring out where this goes. This has this little arm here. This hole right here, this little black piece, is actually a hole. This just slides right in there and snaps in place. So that's really nice. You can just flip this over, open this up. It's got a little sunscreen, so stop the glare from the sun when you're out there. So make sure, don't forget to put this on there. You get a lot of static and you can't really see the screen. You'll lose distance and video. This is all spring loaded. Some of the other ones just stay wherever you put them, but these are spring loaded because this has altitude hold. It doesn't have GPS. It's not that nice of a quadcopter. You have to spend a lot more money to get that, but for this price, this has like, it's done by air pressure. So basically when you get it where you want it, if you let off of this left stick, the up and down stick, just let go of it, this will sit pretty much right wherever it is. And then all you have to do is use your right stick to go left or right, forward, backwards. And this will stay right where you want it, and you'll get a really steady picture, or video if you want. So that works really nice for that. This is kind of a small quadcopter. I'd say it's 10 inches, maybe 12 once you add the guards to it. So it's not big. They actually have other ones like this exact bottle that comes in a case. If you want the case, and then you carry all this together and take it wherever you need to go. But this one didn't come with a case. It's a little cheaper. I don't mind that. I need to make my own case. You can get like a toolbox or a backpack or something to put this in. Other than that, this is pretty nice. So I'm going to put this together and do a ready to fly flight and see how this goes and see how long it lasts. They say it's ready to fly, so we'll see. Hooked up the camera and turned it on so you can see that in the monitor here. So you can see exactly what the camera is saying. So that's kind of nice. Like I said, it helps when you're far away or up high. You can see what it's seeing, so you can take better pictures or video. So that's pretty sweet. One thing I forgot, I found still in the box were the instructions and the manual. So it's got some different things here. This is basically them just thanking you, giving you a few tips on how to run it and operate it. So you can see this is a DH model still, so this looks like it's all in English. Gives you some warnings. It's a little bit to read, but it covers all the aspects, all the different, like this button here is the flip button. So if you push that, whichever way you move the right stick, it'll flip. So if you want to do a right barrel roll, you go to the right. A left barrel roll is left. Flip forward's forward, flip backwards is backwards. So you push that, flip, push that, flip. It does have that was flip mode. It's got headless mode. So the thing I didn't like about the headless mode on another model that they had is this thing keeps beeping when it's in headless mode. That's a little annoying. So if you don't know what headless mode is, when I told you that the white lights were front, and when you turn it, it'll fly the opposite way when you turn the sticks. You got to remember that. Headless mode, it doesn't matter which way this is turned. Forward is forward, backwards is backwards, sideways is sideways. This thing doesn't care when it's in headless mode, which makes it a lot easier to fly. You don't have to remember I'm turned, especially when this is too far away and you can't quite tell which is forward and which way is backwards. Headless mode is nice. It will get you back, maybe not crash as much. You know, I don't use headless mode a lot, but some people might, you know, it's good to use when you first start until you learn how to fly it. They also tell you how to put the props on, or the blades. So if you do need the spares, they tell you how to take these on. It looks like they just have a screw on there, and these just screw on and off. They do have a parts list here if you need parts. The one thing I forgot to tell you, to bind this, which means to connect it to the drone. So if you turn this on, you see how it's flashing, and then you turn the transmitter on. Now to bind this together so this will work, you push the up on the left and then down. See how this stopped flashing? This is ready to go and controlled here. So if you hit the sticks or the function, see, that's ready to go. So you can take off flying after that. So that's how you get it up, down, you're connected, stop flashing, you're good to go. You know, so basically you just push up to take off, down to land, and if you hold it down, it'll actually land, and then the motors will shut off. The function button starts it and stops it. So that would be like your one takeoff and landing. So that's your function button there. It's not real heavy, which is good, because if you crash this, there's not a lot of weight. So hopefully it shouldn't do a lot of damage, and this should hopefully take a beating and keep going. Now the other thing is, there's an SD card that comes with this. I forgot about that in the camera. So right here on the side, it comes with a 4 GB SD card. So it just sticks in there when before you fly. You want to pop that in there, and it just pushes in. And to get it out, you just push it in and pop it back out. It just kind of pops out, and this is the antenna for the camera. But most of this looks like it's all in the instructions. So we're going to go fly.